Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm showing off another Marvel Snap deck. And this one is, I've labeled it Toxic because I don't think too many people are a fan of this deck, but this deck's really good and honestly pretty fun to play with. And now that we've seen a couple of nerfs to this deck, I think it's much more balanced and more fun to play against. It's a bit of a counter deck, it's a bit of a control style deck, but it's really interesting. It's sometimes referred to as Leech Leader, which is just one of the combos, but you have Leech here, which says on reveal, remove the abilities of all cards in your opponent's hand. This is obviously very powerful because it stops any big turn 6 power pushes, notably with stuff like Silver Surfer, anything with Mr. Negative, Sarah. There are some other plays, Odin, Ultron, stuff like that. But honestly, it's not a ton of power, only a 5-3 stat line, pretty bad, so you need to make sure you can make good use of it. You compare this with the card Leader, which is good on its own as well. 6-3 stat line, used to be 6-4, but nerfed up power, so that makes it a bit more balanced. But it says, on reveal, copy all cards your opponent plays this turn, but on your side. So obviously the goal here is that you're going to copy, obviously, everything your opponent played. And so if you're already winning, you'll stay winning, and that's pretty much the goal here. One thing you may be thinking is that your opponent can have cards that they're going to play that are going to synergize with their deck. For example, cards that get a big hand, like Agent 13 Sentinel, combined well with Devil Dino. But then when you copy them with Leader, you're going to gain that effect, but not gain as much of a benefit because it doesn't synergize with your deck. But luckily, you can turn the synergy off with the Leech. That's why the two of them are in the deck together. We also see Arrow, which got nerfed, allowing you to move enemy cards to this location. And so that's nice because it allows you just to be in a bit of a safer spot. Your opponent can try to play cards other places, but they'll just be yanked over to Arrow lane, so you can hopefully maintain a lead in two locations. And then you can copy Odin with Leader, or sorry, you can copy Arrow with Odin. You can even copy Leader with Odin if you can cheat it out with Wave. Wave is pretty nice in this deck. We also have Wave, which combos with She-Hulk. This is a bit of a more expensive deck. As we play She-Hulk, we also, we had another Series 4+ card in here, but I dropped it. We also see Sunspot just being nice with combination with She-Hulk. We see the She-Hulk Wave Sunspot. You could even pop in Death Wave, make this a Death Wave style deck. But one, I don't have Death. Two, that's a bunch of different things that I don't think synergize with Leech and Arrow. They kind of do. But then we also see Ebony Maw allowing for a nice early game power push, as well as Lizard. These aren't great in the late game, but notably Ebony Maw, I believe, you can't play cards here, but you can use a Leader to add more cards to that location. We also see Daredevil, allowing us to predict better on a Leech or Arrow play, or even a Wave play, or even Cosmos shutting off their on-reveal abilities. And also we'll probably have Initiative, so we'll be able to manipulate them in a very positive way, as well as Enchantress turning off on-reveal abilities. I found pretty useful in this deck. It's just a nice counter card to a few decks, notably Zabu right now, but let's hop into a game. I've been finding the deck pretty good. As I said, and we see the titles. I really love those, but we see Ebony Maw. We could drop. We see Monster Island as well. That's a pretty solid location. I'm tempted to drop Ebony Maw, but I think I'm just going to pass. You can afford to pass in the first turn or two. Not a big deal. Baxter Building. That location's fine, so I'll drop Ebony Maw. Onto Monster Island, I think that's fine. And they're going to drop another card there. A Nova, interesting. So they're playing a Destroy deck, presumably. At least a Killmonger, I gotta assume. We see Dream Dimension. That's not too bad. They're going to snap already. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to just... I was going to drop Cosmo there. I'm not going to drop Cosmo there. I think I could drop Wave into Baxter Building. I kind of like that route. Or sorry, Cosmo into Baxter Building, but that's shutting off a lot of our better play options as well. So I'll just drop Wave into Baxter Building, hopefully mess with them a little. And I wonder what they're going to go with. They're dropping Bishop? Are they a... Oh, so this could be Silver Surfer. This could be Sarah. They're very similar decks, but... Ooh, I think I kind of like Arrow here to this left location, just messing with them a little bit. And then we don't need to commit a ton of power because She-Hulk is nice. But we're going to see a Storm. Oh, so cards are going to maintain their same cost. We can't play, this is the last turn we can play here, which is okay. I think we drop Cosmo. and Lizard here to essentially guarantee that we win this lane. I doubt they'll fill up the lane completely, especially with the Cosmos shutting them down. We see the nice red borders as well. I really like that on these cards, the animated frames, but they're just going to drop stuff in the middle. So that's fine with us. We're going to see Brood. This is limiting their play options a lot. Now, this also limits our play options a lot. We can only play down the middle. We see Odin. We also have She-Hulk, so we'll drop She-Hulk and hopefully win. I believe they snapped and we haven't. I don't feel completely confident, but we're overall in a pretty solid spot. We should win Flooded, and we have a solid chance of winning Backstay Building. If this is a Silver Surfer, though, an Angela, Silver Surfer, oh, please tell us we have enough power in that left location to win. Super close. We do, though. We're able to clutch that one out. I'm really happy they didn't get down that Killmonger. Otherwise, we would have lost that one, certainly. But we're able to just barely squeak by. No leader or leech. That's fine. Let's hop into another game, though. But you see the deck has a lot of different winning opportunities, which is, I think, the definition of a good deck. Well, not the only important thing. We see Death's Domain. That's not good for us. But we have different routes. So Vormir as well. Going to destroy another card. We could probably destroy this Daredevil. That's not a huge deal. So I'll just get rid of that. And they're going to send a rock into our deck with Korg. A bit annoying. Hopefully we get Wave. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm scared about the Death's Domain. We can't push any power. Lamentis 1. Wow. Okay, that's going to destroy the decks. We see all our options we have to work with. We could drop Ebony Maw, but that seems kind of bad as that limits our options just a ton. But what are they playing? They dropped Korg. We could Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw seems bad. Could Ebony Maw Sunspot and just be in a very good spot where we're able to just push a lot of power into this right lane. I think I'm actually going to go with that. It's a bit sketchy. I don't feel confident snapping here. But let's see how this goes. We can see a Nightcrawler. No, they can push power into Death's Domain with that. That's super scary. So I think we just drop Cosmo here, though. And then later on, we're going to Leader. I think we She-Hulk next turn. Yeah, this upcoming turn, we're going to She-Hulk. And then the turn after that, we can't even Leader. I realized the Leader play wasn't particularly good. We see Jubilee doesn't even pull in anything. But we have to Leader into Death's Domain, unfortunately. White Tiger also goes into Death's Domain. That's okay. I'm thinking Leader here feels good. We could snap. I think if we snap, they might not retreat. I'm just gonna snap. Hope they stick it out. Who knows what's gonna happen? They may just leave. I think if we play it out, though, we should be able to win. I don't think they're gonna pull any crazy synergies out here. That seems unlikely. You're gonna see them. Oh, push power to the Lamentis 1. Oh, but we get to copy their Odin, White Tiger. It doesn't matter where that goes. It looks like we are just going to be able to win barely. But yeah, actually that's a pretty sizable victory. Winning by quite a few power in both the right and middle lane. So you saw there, the Ebony Maw coming in super clutch, being able to just push a ton of power. And we're able to get more power into that location with stuff like Sunspot, but more importantly, Leader. If you don't have Leader, you could play Doctor Doom instead. They don't provide the same thing. This is really, in my eyes, a Leader deck. Ooh, so we're just going to pass. Maybe we should have played something there, but I felt like passing was okay. Crimson Cosmos. So I'll drop Lizard. Let's see what we want to do here. But Mindscape, a really interesting location. Going to swap hands. So we don't want to be leeching, certainly. We're going to see armor as well. So I think we might do that Sunspot Ebony Maw play again. Space Throne, we're not doing that play, guys. I'll drop Ebony Maw, Sunspot. As you said, the Leech play is horrible because we're essentially just hurting our own hand. But dropping Ebony Maw into Space Throne is very good for us. And I'm actually going to snap. I think we're in a great spot. We could just pass here. And I think do we pass? I don't know what they're playing now. They could be playing... I kind of want to... I'll just pass. I don't think playing stuff here is particularly important. We'll just put more power into Mindscape with that Sunspot. Oh, they're playing Hella Discard, it looks like. Okay, I kind of like that. Arrow. I think we've already snapped, so that's good. We think we arrow drag something into this middle location. Getting that sunspot out of there seems, or getting whatever this is out of there seems kind of nice. A Ghost Rider going to pull back that death, but now they don't have much power push in Mindscape, and I don't really see them winning this. Sure, they got Leader, but that's not particularly good. We have, let's see, Magneto seems really bad. We could Hella, but neither of us have anything in the discard right now. Magneto's going to pull in the 3 and 4 costs. We're not really looking to pull in anything. I guess we'll just drop Hulk here. And then, why are they snapping? Oh no, did they draw something really good? I don't think they do anything really good. They're probably just going to play Leader, and then that's going to copy the Hulk, but that's not going to, like, win them. Unless they just fill that up. But no, looks like they're just going with that Leader. I don't know why they snapped, but we'll take the 8 cubes. Yeah, that seems like the wrong play. They knew all our options, essentially, because they just saw the hand we had. But they decided to snap anyway. Don't know exactly what they're expecting. They're already losing the game, so the likelihood that Leader was going to win it for them, it was super low. Also, I've been having some connection issues with Marvel Snap, specifically on my phone, but I haven't played too much on the computer, but I hope they work through those out. It's not too bad, but like some of the stuff just not showing up quite right. Also, there's a lockjaw glitch, as in, oh, Morag? I don't particularly like that. Pretty much never going to get cards there, but it's okay. But so Lockjaw, pretty much, if you play cards onto the Lockjaw location, they just all get messed up. Like, it works, but they just all look weird. Daredevil, pop that into this Deadpool lane, and they're gonna, I don't know if they like Morag or not, probably though, because they can just drop cards that, they can drop Deadpool as well as something else, so Isle of Silence isn't particularly good for them either. Nova. Oh, so they're going to go ahead and destroy that Sunspot with a Killmonger, I'm assuming. Let's see, Vibranium Mines. Ooh, so we got to go for a read here and say which. Okay, I guess they're probably dropping Killmonger to this middle location, let's be honest. No way. Did they drop Killmonger to the right? No, they just dropped Deathlock. Okay, that's fine. They're going to drop Kill. Oh, they retreated. Okay. We'll take that. Maybe they didn't like that Cosmo play. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Cosmo gets turned off by Isle of Silence. Well, whatever. I messed up, and then my opponent conceded. That's how the game goes sometimes. Maybe I'm just that bad that they decide to quit. Yeah, I definitely. I always forget. I think, like, I feel like it. I just think it always works, but obviously it doesn't. Cosmo can be turned off, but pretty much only by that location. There are other counters to ongoing stuff, but they don't work because of Cosmo's ability. So, yeah, we see Nova Roma. Oh, I like that location. Just getting more options always seems nice. And I think Daredevil to this right location could be good, especially if it's something like Death's Domain, Sanctum Sanctorum. If it's, what's the location that reverses power, though? I think a bar with no name, that would be pretty bad. Oscorp Towers. But overall, I think it's good. Oh, we see nowhere as the location. That's fine. I think a wave dropped in the center here is fine. Then we can drop Leech, or we could drop. There are a few other options. We're against a Patriot deck with Forge. That's kind of interesting. I guess Forge is supposed to buff up. Okay, so we see Leech here. I think that's like always the play. Probably down the left, so we can copy a big push with what's it called? With Leader. But Leader's not particularly good this matchup. We're going to look towards an Enchantress play, I think. Enchantressing that Patriot is going to be very strong for us because, well, we're just going to be able to turn off their abilities. So that's nice. We can Leech and Enchantress. So Enchantress providing some pretty good value here. This does turn all their cards into non-abilities. Oh, wow. What? They're stacking that lane? Oh, my gosh. That's so lucky. And we see Daredevil. This is just too good to be true. Now, let's see what they're dropping, though. I don't really know. They got some benefit out of the wave. I bet they're really happy. Maybe I shouldn't have snapped. I'm obviously in a very good spot with that Leech play. They might just concede. But, yeah, let's see what they decide to do here. And the Daredevil I really like. It just, instead of being a 2-3, which is like the expected threshold, it's a 2-2. But it feels very good. We see Shocker and Mr. Fantastic. That's fine. I think we're gonna arrow, bring that Mr. Fantastic over. And the next turn we're gonna Enchantress that lane, and then they're just gonna be really sad. But no, that's fine for us. We could still lose this, but yeah, I like. Wait, oh no, that moved over the wrong. Okay, I thought it was gonna move over the other card. It clearly didn't. We're able to turn this, like reduce this though. Enchantress, I think's the play. We could go leader. I can't imagine that's gonna work particularly well though. I think we just Enchantress. It's just that for some reason I thought Arrow was gonna pull over Mr. Fantastic. I guess I could have. Okay, Abomination. We're losing that lane. Please, I think we're losing this game. I think I just made some misplays. Squirrel Girl. Yeah, they're gonna win. Are they? Yeah, I think they're gonna win by like a power here. Unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, they won by 1 power. Actually, they won by like 2 power. So yeah, a misplay by. Well, I don't know if it was a misplay. I shouldn't have snapped there. But like leader, they get more benefit from playing their cards than we get playing their cards, obviously. So we have the Enchantress to kind of shut it down, but then we're behind on the power curve. So that's where like a counter deck can really fall apart. Let's see Ebony Maw here though. I guess I'll. Let's see. This looks pretty good. I'll Ebony Maw to the right here. Just get some early power, get priority, reveal. That's fine. Lizard, Tinker's Workshop, interesting. We could do Wave. Wave seems kind of weird. It pretty much just stops us from playing anything next turn. So I'll just do Lizard. We can't play anything there. That's fine. Lizard in the middle. Sunspot on the left. And let's see. Are they going to drop like a 3-drop here? I wouldn't be shocked. Oh, Scorpion. A bit annoying, but not too bad. Then we see Danger Room. Okay, I am certainly fine with my opponent having to deal with that. We can drop Wave in this middle location. Follow it up with Leader next turn. And hopefully they get an unlucky Danger Room. They did not. So we can drop a Leader in this left location. And to keep in mind, we're filling up our locations faster than our opponent, which is not our intended strategy here. Oh, what on earth? Okay, that happened. We both leadered each other's leaders. That was not what I was expecting to happen, obviously. So, we have a few options. We could Daredevil next turn She-Hulk. Or we could, if we pass, our She-Hulk's only 1. Yeah, we'll pass here. And that gives us more power with our Sunspot. They're going to wait. Queen, hopefully grab, I don't know what we're hoping they grab. But we're winning backstay building as well. So I think we drop She-Hulk and Enchantress. Just giving a solid chunk of power in this middle location. Who knows if we're going to win this? I don't know what they're going to go for here. They got so many like weird options, and so do we. But I think we're guaranteed to win Baxter Building, and we're probably going to win Tinkerers. But they could theoretically fill it up, which would obviously be bad for us. But man, that like weird leader back and forth, yeah, they're just going to retreat. They see that they're in a very disadvantageous position. So we're just able to sweep there with a leader-to-leader combo, which was not particularly good for my opponent. It just like kind of tied things up. But then we were able to get out of it with Sunspot. Sunspot's just so good because you can pass and you have so much control. Oh, Subterranea, what is this? Actually, that's fine. But we're going to drop Ebony Maw into Subterranea. Our hand's not particularly good. We'd love to see Sunspot because Subterranea just slows you down. Some people really don't like the location. I don't have a big problem, but I'm sure when I draw like my 5th rock, I'm going to have a problem. So I think we could probably play that rock into Clintar. Scorpion, okay, that's annoying. It's not that bad, but it's still annoying. Look, what is this? Okay, well, I'm dropping Sunspot into this. Look, what's it called? I'm just gonna call it Lechonk because I don't have any other ideas. But so that location is pretty bad for us, but it's where we have to play. We could play into Clintar, but that's bad. Let's see. I think we pass. There's no reason to play Enchantress now. Rock's kind of useless. The Rock's going to get just turned into a symbiote, which is kind of funny. And they're going to drop a Rock and then an Ironheart. So they're saving a little bit of room, getting a little bit of power into play. Why is this Rock like not rendering light? Right, it is truly useless as it is not doing anything. Okay, we have Leech, though. I kind of like Leech down the middle. And then Arrow feels pretty solid because we get a solid power push. They're going to drop more into the... Oh, it's just White Tiger, though. So, they're tying us in that location. Oh, boy. This is super close. I'm kind of thinking Arrow to the right. We could Arrow middle as well. I think we Arrow middle. And hope that they don't drop a ton. I don't love that, though. Could Lizard middle. We could just, yeah, I think we're just going to Lizard middle. We could Lizard Enchantress. I don't know if they're playing ongoing abilities here. Let's see. So Lizard obviously pushes 5 power there. Enchantress pushes a little more. I think we need at least 1 extra energy to preserve the Sunspot lane. I'm just going to go with that. Oh, they retreated. Okay. Wow. I think they should have been able to win. They're obviously winning going into that turn, meaning that pretty much they weren't guaranteed to win, obviously, but they were in a good spot. Even if we got a leader. Actually, I don't know about leader. Leader might end up with a tie. You got Ebony Maw. Could drop Daredevil Wave, Leech. I think we'll just drop Ebony Maw. It feels pretty okay. Not particularly good. I'm kind of wishing I had Nightcrawler. That's always felt pretty solid in the deck, but we don't, obviously. Daredevil, though, down the middle. And Cosmo plus Ebony Maw feels kind of bad because you're restricting your board a lot. You can't drop on reveals on either location, so it's kind of sketchy. We see the Vault. Interesting. So I think I'll drop a Wave here. And then next turn, I'll drop Leech. And then maybe after that Sunspot. We see, double Wave. Interesting. Doesn't really do anything, but I'll drop Leech now. We could drop Arrow. I think we'll drop Arrow next turn. Feels pretty solid. Please don't Leech. Actually, if they Leech us, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be Vision, though. Interesting. So I'm thinking we do see what they're going to do with Daredevil, which is really nice. As I said, Daredevil provides solid value. This is one of the decks that I built that. Why did they move the Vision? I feel like you always want to save the Vision there. We see a White Tiger. Oh, I'm going to Arrow. If we Arrow, we guarantee win the Vault, which is nice. I could Sunspot plus Enchantress, maybe that's okay. And then we're also guaranteed to win the Vault, or we could just Sunspot. I think I just Sunspot, actually. I'm trying to think. So they're obviously playing the White Tiger on the left. A White Tiger can send it to the Vault. Sunspot gives us a bit of versatility, which I like. And then the turn after that, we just Arrow, and we should be set to win. So I think that's good. Or, I was going to say we could Arrow into that Fisk Tower and then destroy cards. But that can't happen. So, that Arrow sends... that White Tiger is sent into the Xandar location, which isn't particularly good for us. Because we'd rather we're guaranteed to win Vault anyway. We want more room for stuff to be able to be moved to Xandar, so we can hopefully guarantee win Fisk Tower, but it works anyway, assuming they're not dropping. I don't know what this is. It's Infinite. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we just, we leech the Infinite. That, always happens. But anyway, so they got so much power in that one location, but we forced them to have all their power in that one location. That's why Arrow is so good. It just forces your opponent into one set path, so that's really nice. Hopefully now we can, and I think this is our last game, so let's hope we win. This is currently the deck I'm grinding with, this Toxic deck, but we got Ebony Maw Sunspot. Nice. So Shadowland. We're going to pass. I could have dropped Sunspot. I don't think I needed to for any reason, though. I suppose it gets us 1 extra power, but that's not that important. They're going to pass as well. So we see Hala. Interesting. Kind of want to drop Ebony Maw and Sunspot into this left location. I feel like filling that up doesn't feel too bad. We can still play lots of cards there. They're going to play an Okoye, so we're obviously very set to win that location. Unless they just drop a Killmonger, in which case we're not set to win. Oh, Death's Domain. We can't, play any cards. This is unfortunate. I guess we're just going to get a big Sunspot. And, we see Lizard. We could drop that down the middle. Right. So we drop Lizard, then we drop Arrow, and then we drop Leader, I guess. We could maybe drop Odin, but I think we drop Lizard here. We want to push a little bit of power into this middle location. We see Sandman. That's kind of weird. We'll take it. It's not bad for us, but it's not particularly good either. We see Cosmo as well. I think I'll just oops. And like this feels pretty good because they're not really stopping us too much with the Sandman. I don't know what the goal of their deck is. This could be a draft deck. Some people play there's a draft, like a way of building your deck using a drafting system, which is really fun. I might try it. I've tried it out. I might play it on a video though, but they're just going to drop a card here. White Tiger, Sense into Death's Domain. That's annoying. Let's see. I think we just Leader, though. Leader is pretty safe. I can't really see us losing with this Leader play. They're just going to drop a card into really wherever. I suppose a Jubilee into Death's Domain could be kind of bad, but not that bad. What I imagine they're going to do is play... What are they doing? They could do an Odin down the middle, which would be kind of weird. Okay, Odin down the middle isn't ideal for us, but I don't think that's... I have no idea what their play is. Also, this Sandman is kind of weird looking. It's animated by just being fuzzy. You probably can't even see it on your screen. Also, I hope your screen's not blurry. There's a chance, obviously, that it is. Oh, they're just going to retreat. But, yeah, so we were able to win there with the Leader just locking things up, getting a few more cubes. Hopefully, I'll be up to rank 60 soon. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll pop the list back up on screen. Yeah, pretty fun. Kind of toxic, but I hope you enjoyed. It's really fun to mess around with. It's probably my favorite deck right now. I just got it, but it's really fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy Leech and Leader. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.